taught me that we belong at a high level, not just as the athlete, but as the person. And so when you have a very, I almost think she was very passionate along the sidelines. I was on that side of the stairs a lot, where those ice-piercing blue eyes were just staring at you. And I'm going to call her an intense coach. That's nice, coach, saying it nicely. But she fought for us to have exactly what you were going to give to the male athletes. I came from two separate departments. So there was a women's athletic department and there was a men's athletic department. And we had just as much resources, just as many opportunities as our male counterparts, because she fought for that. Because I'm listening to her story, and when, where she grew up and went to UT Martin, and the things that they didn't have, and how she had to drive the bus and do the laundry, like that stuff is real. So we've been able to reap the benefits of and stand on or stand under the people who have really made the biggest sacrifice for us to be where we are today. So Pat Summitt also said, we need the women's game to advance. So I will play anybody, anytime, anywhere. And then what that did, it created the competition. Watch them. Now let's get them on television. And so you saw this uptick in women being covered on television, and that's huge. That to me moved the needle for women in sports. And she was the driving force behind that. So yeah, she would go and play at Stanford, at DePaul. She would play Connecticut. She would play whoever that she felt could advance the game and move the needle. She was going to do it. Now, us as players, we were like, what are you doing? Like, this schedule is crazy. And so that's why she always had the #1 overall strength of schedule. But it also taught us that, we don't fear anybody. We don't fear any situation. And so when we step into that arena, we already felt that people were spotting us 10 points because we've outworked you, we've out-prepared, we've out you. So now we feel like we can outplay you. So she would be the one that I would say has been the guardian of the game. She obviously also told Tennessee that there will not be a men's basketball coach who comes to Tennessee and make more money than me. Like, that was clear to the athletic department that she would be the highest paid coach at the University of Tennessee. Now, if you start winning some titles, then let's have some conversations. But until that happens, she demanded that, which then it had this effect across the league where other coaches, see Vivian Stringer at Rutgers, one of my all-time favorite people in the world. It made her stand up to her administration and demand this type of equitable pay. Tara Vanderveer at Stanford, that's the effect that Summitt had on the game. But it just wasn't for women's basketball. It trickled into other sports that women played, whether it was tennis, whether it was softball. So this fight that she was on, again, it wasn't just about basketball. So just really those two women, those are my